Next question is objectives of HRM. So I have given you the structure. So in this structure, if you observe, some points are repeated, so you can remember it easily. So let us see the structure and briefly I will explain you. Objectives of HRM can be divided into 4 types. That is social objectives, organizational objectives, functional objectives and personal objectives. And social objectives will be divided into 3 subpoints. That is legal complaints, benefits, union management relations. So first you remember these points as I it is the responsibility of HR department to explain all ethical and social responsibilities of each employee. So every HR department requires to learn each and every employee regarding rules and regulations. If you remember this structure, it is easy to explain the each points. So you can explain these points on your own. So just listen what I explain. Social objectives. In the social objectives, first point is legal compliance. Legal compliance means how can you write? So every HR department, legal compliance. Here I wrote manage human resources in ethical and socially responsible manner. It means the responsibility of HR department is to learn each and every employee on ethical and social issues. So how to deal, how to take the decisions ethically, and each and every employee should have social responsibility towards his work, and at the same time he has to work on ethical manner. So it is the duty of the HR department to tell each and every employee regarding ethical and social responsibilities of his. Next point is benefits. Benefits to improve legal and ethical standards. So the HR department has to inform to the each and every employee to the benefits of ethical issues. So benefits, so ఎథికల్ మనం రూల్స్ అండ్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్ ప్రాపర్గా ఫాలో అయితే దానివల్ల వచ్చే బెనిఫిట్స్ ఏంటి, ఆర్గనైజేషనల్ పరంగా బెనిఫిట్స్ ఏంటి, ఇండివిజువల్ బెనిఫిట్స్ ఏంటి. సో ఇండివిజువల్ బెనిఫిట్స్ అండ్ ఆర్గనైజేషనల్ బెనిఫిట్స్ అన్నీ కూడా ఎంప్లాయీకి తెలిసే విధంగా హెచ్ఆర్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ అనేది చూసుకుంటూ ఉండాలి. నెక్స్ట్ యూనియన్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ రిలేషన్స్. దిస్ మీన్స్ టు మినిమైజ్ ద నెగిటివ్ ఇంపాక్ట్ ఆఫ్ సోషియల్ డిమాండ్స్ అపాన్ ది ఆర్గనైజేషన్. ఇక్కడ యూనియన్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ రిలేషన్స్లోనే తెలుస్తుంది యూనియన్కి మేనేజ్మెంట్కి మధ్య రిలేషన్స్ అనేది. సో ఇన్ సమ్ కంపెనీస్ దేర్ ఆర్ యూనియన్స్. మీరు వినే ఉంటారు యూనియన్ లీడర్స్ అని ఏదైనా కంపెనీలో, ఇండస్ట్రీలో, మెయిన్గా మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ కంపెనీస్లో యూనియన్ లీడర్స్ ఉంటారు. వీళ్ళు ఏంటి అంటే ఎంప్లాయీస్ యొక్క వాళ్ళ కంప్లైంట్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నా, లేదు అంటే ఇంకేమైనా రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఉన్నా, ఎంప్లాయీస్ యొక్క రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్, వాళ్ళ సూచనలు కానీ ఏమన్నా ఉంటే యూనియన్ లీడర్ అనే అతను మేనేజ్మెంట్కి ఇన్ఫామ్ చేస్తాడు. సో మేనేజ్మెంట్కి ఇన్ఫామ్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళందరి తరపున యూనియన్ లీడర్ బాధ్యత తీసుకొని ఇన్ఫామ్ చేస్తాడు. ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వచ్చినా సాల్వ్ చేయడానికి కానీ, లేదు అంటే ఇంకేమైనా సజెషన్స్ పాస్ చేయాలన్నా కానీ యూనియన్ లీడర్ చూసుకుంటాడు. ఎప్పుడైతే మేనేజ్మెంట్కి యూనియన్ లీడర్కి లేదా యూనియన్కి మేనేజ్మెంట్కి మధ్య రిలేషన్స్ అనేది బాగుంటేనే సొసైటీలో కంపెనీ పట్ల ఒక నెగిటివ్ ఇంపాక్ట్ అనేది లేకుండా ఉంటుంది. సో దేర్ షుడ్ బి the HR department has to ensure the proper healthy relation among the union and the management. So it is a responsibility of the HR department. These three are the social objectives. Next, second objective is organizational objectives. In these organizational objectives, first point is human resource planning, second employee relation, third selection, fourth training and development, fifth appraisal. So ఈ వర్డ్స్ అన్నీ కూడా మీరు వినే ఉంటారు. సో సింప్లీ యూ కెన్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్, యూ కెన్ ల్యాక్ ద explanation in your examination. So human resource planning, so there should be a plan for the HR department, how to manage the people, how to manage the things, and how much of work should be allotted to each and every employee at the where time they has to do. So all these things, so where they have to work and what type of work has to be done by them. And first point is human resource planning. The main objective of every business is to accomplish the organizational objectives and goals. So for to reach that goals, so human resource management should have some plan to accomplish that goals and objectives. So how much of employees are required for that organization, and what type of employees are required, and what are they having the knowledge and skills, what type of skill and knowledge is required for their organization. So these are all the duty of the HR department. So they should have some plan to manage the people, to manage the things, and to manage everything in that organization. So they should have some planning. Next, employee relation. Another important objective of the HR department is to ensure the coordination among all the employees of the organization. That's it, you can write like this. Next, third point is selection. Selection means here to select. It is a responsibility of the HR department to select a suitable person for the particular position of the organization on the basis of requirement. So that's it. Next, training and development. So to improve the knowledge and skill of the new employee, we have to provide, we means here HR department has to provide some training programs for improving the knowledge and skill of the individual employee. So to develop, for what purpose this training is required? To develop his knowledge, to develop his skill. So for the it will increases the individual development, it will help. So training and development program will help individual development as well as the organizational development. Next, appraisal. So appraisal should be, if any employee shows his knowledge and skill, if his knowledge is very helpful to the organization, so it is a responsibility of the HR department to appraise his talent. So that's it, you can write like this. If you write these points, so it will take 3-4 lines. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మీరు ఎగ్జామినేషన్లో ఈ పాయింట్స్ అన్ని ఈ స్ట్రక్చర్ వేసి ఈ పాయింట్స్ రాసారని నేను చెప్పినట్టు కనుక ఈ పాయింట్స్ రాస్తే, సో ఇట్ విల్ బి 3 pages, it will be 2 or 3 pages. Appraisal means here, once an employee is selected and trained for a job, then management would like to see how he performs his work. It helps in evaluating the performance of the employees and in assessing the hiring and training methods followed in an organization. Next, functional objectives. In functional objectives, first point is appraisal. In the same way of the fifth point of the organizational objectives, you can write the same here also. Next, placement. Placement means it is the process of assigning a specific job to each one of the selected candidates. So placement means assigning a job to the selected candidate. So that's it, you can write that point only. Next, assessment. Placement means it is the process of assigning a specific job to each one of the selected candidates. So placement means assigning a job to the selected candidate. So that's it, you can write that point only. Next, assessment.